If you usually make omena, trust me, it doesn't turn out the way I prepare mine. You're lacking flavor, frying your omena, and adding some fresh ingredients. The recipe is budget friendly, healthy, and very nutritious. When making omena, you don't have to be intimidated because it's quite easy and simple to create a delicious meal out of omena. All you have to do is balance out the flavors. So I'm going to start off by sorting my omena. So I'm going to transfer to my countertop. And then I'm going to carefully sort out my omena. When you're done sorting out your omena, the next step is to wash your omena because you want to get rid of any sand in the omena. So I'm going to add in some cold water to my bowl, and then I'm going to wash the omena for around 1 to 2 times. When your omena is nice and clean, you're going to move to your stove top and place a pan or a pot over medium-high flame and add in half a cup of cooking oil because we're going to be frying our omena so that we can add in some flavor and make the omena crispy. When your cooking oil is ready, you're going to carefully add in your omena and fry the omena for around 1 to 2 minutes or until crispy. Whenever you're buying omena in the market, it's usually sun-dried for preservation. So we are frying in the cooking oil to crispen up the omena and also add in some flavor. My omena is ready because it's starting to get a very awesome golden brown color. So using my slotted spoon, I'm going to scoop out my omena onto a plate. You can also deep fry your omena. I chose to do some shallow frying because I'm not making a lot. And in the same pan, I'm going to be cooking my onions. So because I have some extra oil, I'm going to use a paper towel to drain off some of the oil. So what will happen, the kitchen paper towel is going to soak in some of the oil so that I can fry my onions in a little bit of oil. So I'm going to place that aside, and then I'm going to be adding in 2 large onions to my pan. You're going to cook your onions for around 1 to 2 minutes until browned, and browning the onion is going to add in lots of flavor to your dish. When your onions are ready, you're going to be adding in 3 medium tomatoes, add in some spices. So I'm going to add in paprika, turmeric, and 2 seasoning cubes. You can switch the seasoning cubes with some salt. So I'm going to crush in the seasoning cubes into my pan, add in my turmeric and paprika, add in some ginger, which is going to make the smell of the omena mild because it's a very fragrant spice. You can add in fresh ginger if you have some. Stir in all the spices. And then I'm going to cook my tomatoes for around 1 to 2 minutes until the tomatoes are well cooked. Adding a splash of water because I can notice my pan is drying out. While your tomatoes are cooking, you're going to stir in your tomatoes, and also using your spatula, you're going to mush up or smash up your tomatoes. Check on my tomatoes and they're perfectly cooking and looking so delicious. So the seasoning cubes usually contain salt. So I'm going to add in my omena and then I'm going to check the seasoning so that I can perfect the dish. So carefully, I'm going to transfer in my fried omena, which is very crispy. Toss the omena in the delicious tomato sauce. Add in half a cup of water. Stir in the water, reduce the flames to medium-low, and then you're going to wait for everything to come to a boil. And when the water comes to a boil, you're going to check the seasoning. I need a little bit of sugar because the dish is quite acidic. So the sugar is going to stabilize the acidity of the tomatoes. Then I'm going to stir in. Also, I need a little pinch of salt. Oh yeah, and this looks so delicious. Stir in the salt, and as the omena is cooking, the sauce is going to reduce to a very delicious sauce. Just look at that. And the omena is going to soften up and soak in all those nice flavors. So at this point, I'm going to be adding in some green capsicum, which also is going to add in a very lovely taste to your omena. Stir in and cook for around a minute. After 1 minute, you're going to garnish with coriander, lots of coriander. Stir in the coriander into the delicious, flavorful omena and put out the flames. After you've added in that coriander, it's going to soften up and soak into the delicious omena, and trust me, it's totally going to be worth it adding a little bit or more coriander. So it has been an amazing 20 minutes of cooking my omena, and it's ready and it's looking perfectly cooked and mouth-watering. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll be trying out this easy omena recipe.